Hey, Leonard here with Leonard's Nerd Cave, and today I'm showing off a model that I worked way too long on. That is for sure. This is my Slave 1 mod, along with my landing platform mod. Working on this took quite a bit longer than I expected, mostly because I finished the mods to the Slave 1, and then immediately went, I need something for Boba Fett to be displayed on next to it so you can see him on my shelf. And that very quickly turned into the platform that you see built before you. Now the ship, the Slave 1, didn't change too much to the exterior of it. It is mostly an interior change. Really it's about half and half, I guess. You can probably see, if you know the set real well, you can probably see a couple things that have changed on it just from the view you have right now. But there is a lot of interior change as well. And as I said before, the platform is a complete mock. I didn't look at any other models or anything to build this. I did look at the actual landing platform once, and the only thing that really made me change my mind about what I had already built was the color of the lights around it. I did have a translucent orange, and I decided to go for the yellow instead. So all that being said, let's go ahead and get a close-up look of the Slave 1. So starting out, I just added in a little bit, try to make it somewhat of a door aspect here, just to cover up that Technic bits hiding on the inside there, and a little bit of a walkway right here. Also on the side here, I've added a bit more detailing, as well as there is an alternate suit of armor for Boba Fett to wear, just in case he happens to be in a different climate. There are very subtle changes to the outside of the design of the ship in this portion. The main changes are just replacing this plate right here for two plates to give a little bit more detail. This right here changed up to give a more sleek shape to the ship in this section. And the guns here at the bottom of the ship have been changed significantly, I would say, adding this tile instead, as well as a plate back here, just to get it closer to looking more like the actual guns on the ship itself, and to get rid of the weird colors and make this look more mechanic. Did a bit of redesigning on the wing right here, mostly to get this gap in, as well as add this gun that's on the actual wing itself, and to get a bit of the shaping down to get it closer to what the model actually resembles. The major downside to that being that this wing now has enough weight that I have to add some studs to give it some support so it will actually sit off the ground like it's supposed to. Another area I changed a lot is the actual part where the wing itself slides into place. Normally that's extremely bare, but I decided to actually add these rods in there that's on the actual model itself, as well as a little bit of greaving just down in here to add some, it looks like grates and stuff. The next thing I changed was definitely the pilot seat. It needed to be a seat. What was on there before was literally just a brick he sat on. So as you can see, there's a little bit of detailing just hidden in the back right here, as well as this seat that he now sits in pivots with the wings, just like in the big model, as well as the regular model this is based off of, but it's got a bigger seat now. And this also works with either Boba Fett, just because it's leg clamps down there at the bottom instead of studs, and the backpacks are pretty much the same proportions. So if you want to use your older Boba Fett, that is totally cool. Also, I added this bit right here to the windshield piece that clips on. It's to give it a more full look, so that when he's sitting in there, there's not too much actual glass, just like on the real model. So I tried to fill this in as much as I possibly could. Now, one of the more bigger changes I made to this is actually the bottom. I changed it to resemble as much of a mixture of the UCS model and the actual Slave one as much as I could. There's a lot more rods and pistons going on, and a bit more plates just to even out the shape of the actual thing. Now, on the front, there used to be a mechanism in here that allowed you to fire missiles out right here as you pushed in the back right here. Well, I completely got rid of that in favor of more detail to the ship. And now, if you push in the front, it actually fully ejects out an engine for you to look at. And to get it to go back in, all you do is just push right back in. Alright, now we can get a better look at this display stand. As you can see, the landing platform is really just kind of a little semicircle. It's really just meant to be able to go around a ship and set it right here, as it goes in the corner of my shelving area, so I can really put almost any ship around it. I can put the Tidarium there, an X-Wing there for Luke, a TIE Fighter there for whoever else, and that's what I really like about this display stand. As you can see, there's a couple little things, like some crates, this little red doogie over here, and a couple antennas on either side. So I'll go ahead and give you a closer look at those right now. Right here we have a gas system. This right here is to provide coolants to the ships that dock here in case they need it. On the far right of the landing platform ring, we have a fuel system that provides just regular fuel to the engines for them to be able to fly through space and go in and out of hyperdrive. And then just right here in the corner of the ring, we have some removable cargo. They're just right there on some jumpers. Easy to move. Easy to put back on. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the mods that I made to the Slave 1. You know, just subtle little things make a lot of difference when I'm personally holding the model. Makes it feel a little bit more real. And I couldn't be more than ecstatic with my mod for the Cloud City platform. You know, I didn't have the pieces to build a full platform, but this ring that I can position around any ship on my shelves looks really cool, and I think it's going to work out really well. Alright, thanks guys. Be sure to subscribe. Wish this. Work with me. Come on, you stupid. Ugh. Damn it. So I'm getting ready to do my next mock, and this one's going to involve a ton of red and blacks and grays. So there's a bit of stuff to get together and get ready for it. But I wanted to go ahead and say that at this point I'm going to be moving away from trying to do any kind of schedule release, because the projects are taking longer than I thought, as well as financial issues at the hand that I'm being dealt right now are just more important to take care of. So I'm going to be not doing this as much, but I'm still going to try and put out a video every now and then, and hopefully I'll have this red mock done pretty soon. So subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll have something for you real quick.